coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go. You, yellow.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Fight, 97. Ultra, go ultra. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ready?
From just shy of midfield, Tua. That swung out to Mostert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Down. Watch out now. Safety feeling.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back, complete. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker, and they will fail to convert here on 4th down. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11 MT.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
On the double.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Drill 52.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ready. Trouble 38.
From the 40 now on second down. Tua. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hey, check Mega. Hey, go steal.
Back near his goal line, here's Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check pink. 43 rail. Striker. Check striker. Check go.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
Tua now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up first and goal.
Mega. Hey, woo. Ready?
Here's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Red. Black shot. Check two. Steal. Check steal. Check smash.
On second and goal, Tua flushed out right. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow looking to pass. This goes out wide for Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Ultra, ultra. Set.
They'll start the drive with Wilson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Hey, red. Ready?
From the 44, Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
17. Strike, strike.
They'll run again with Wilson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Quad 10.
They'll run with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
12, 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 Thomas. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's get set.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
In motion right here, Boyd.
11 Thomas.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Here we go, here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up.
Here we go.
Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now they send a man in motion right.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
97. Hey, check mega.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Here we go, set. Watch out now, 50 Fury. Set.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd down, this is Wilson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.